Hi everyone, I am Wafa Langao and welcome you all in Grammar in Detail. If you are new and not subscribe the channel, so subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get some more videos about grammar. And today we are going to discuss the ditransitive verb afford from active voice into passive voice. Before starting this, what do we mean by afford? Afford means, in the sense you could say, to provide. And before starting it from active voice into passive voice, we need to little bit discuss the definition of ditransitive verb. Die or D means to, and transitive which can be changed into passive voice, and verb which shows an action. Those verbs which need two objects and can be changed in passive voice in four ways are called the die or ditransitive verbs, and they need one direct object and one indirect object. What is direct object? All non-livings. Keep in your mind, non-living things are called the indirect object, the direct object, and all livings are called indirect object. So direct object means non-livings, indirect object means livings. See, all non-livings are called the direct object and all livings are called the indirect object. The ditransitive or the ditransitive verbs need two objects. Why do they need two objects? Because with one object they don't give clear and complete meaning. Suppose if I say you afford me, now a question arises, what do you afford me? I say you afford books. Now whom do you afford books? Clear, that is not giving the complete sense. So we will bring the indirect and direct object together in order to complete the meaning. You afford me books. Now here the sense is clear. You provide me books. Now this is what indirect object and a direct object. Here it needs two objects in order to complete its meaning. And we have already discussed, when first object comes, it is called the object, and the second one is called EOO, which means extension of object. Clear? Now, if you want to bring the direct object first and indirect object at the end, you want to shuffle the places of direct and indirect object. So keep in your mind, your indirect object, me, will be followed by a preposition. You afford a book to me, means you provide books to me. So this is the way to change them into active voice in two ways. But we have got the main target, how we are going to change it from active voice into passive voice. In how many ways? Four ways. This is our target to discuss. We have got today's modal auxiliary verb, that is known as may. May is the modal auxiliary verb that is used in secondary level for 30%. It is less stressable even than could. Could, as we discussed previously, that is used for 40%, but that has got less power than could, and it is used for 30% of an action possibility. Like I say, Ahmad may afford nation facilities. Ahmad may afford facilities to nation. Clear? So Ahmad may provide nation facilities. Ahmad may provide facilities to nation. He promises all the time. We say, suppose Ahmad, so this is what 30% chances are there that he may win the election or something like, and then he may help his nation and to provide them the facilities. But again, we have seen this person, we have examined it first, so it is foolishness that examine him again and again. Clear? So 30% chances we may have he may have learned any lesson from his life, and in next time he really wants to help the nation. So these are the two ways to change them from active in active voice, and four ways to change them in passive voice. Keep in your mind, Ahmad is your subject here, and when you bring it in place of object, here it will not be called object. Many of the students I have seen, they write it object. Keep in your mind, here by Ahmad is not your object, it is here called agent. And what is the definition of agent? It tells us who does an action. This should be in your mind. And when you bring the object, whether that is indirect object or the direct object, so keep in your mind, there it will be called the subject but not the doer of an action subject. You know, here nation and facilities, which I have circled here, they are known as the title subject or topic subject. What do we mean by title or topic subject? Title or topic subject means which we are talking about. And keep in your mind, when you bring nation in first and second sentence, by Ahmad will come at the beginning, facilities at the end, facilities at the beginning, Ahmad at the end. And facilities when comes the direct object at the beginning, so by Ahmad at the beginning, to nation at the end, to nation at the beginning, by Ahmad at the end. So that is the way to change them into passive voice. Nation may be afforded by Ahmad, facilities. Nation may be afforded facilities by nation. Nation may be afforded facilities by Ahmad. Facilities may be afforded by Ahmad to nation. Facilities may be afforded to nation by Ahmad. Means you can say it means that, you know, provided. So there it will be clear for you people. Yes, provided. Negative sentences, those sentences in which we deny the statement, reject the statement and refuse the statement are called the negative sentences. Ahmad may not afford nation facilities. Ahmad may not afford facilities to nation. Nation may not be afforded by Ahmad facilities. Nation may not be afforded facilities by Ahmad. Facilities may not be afforded by Ahmad to nation. Facilities may not be afforded to nation by Ahmad. Interrogative sentences, those sentences in which we ask question and put queries are called interrogative sentences. May Ahmad afford nation facilities? May Ahmad afford facilities to nation? May nation be afforded by Ahmad facilities? May nation be afforded facilities by Ahmad? May facilities be afforded by Ahmad to nation? May facilities be afforded to nation by Ahmad. Next we have got the formal sentences. Those sentences in which we ask question, deny the statement and we ask them in a formal and polite way are called the formal sentences. May Ahmad not afford nation facilities? May Ahmad not afford facilities to nation? And in passive voice, may nation not be afforded by Ahmad facilities? May nation not be afforded facilities by Ahmad? May facilities not be afforded by Ahmad to nation? May facilities not be afforded to nation by Ahmad? Next we have got the informal sentences. Those sentences in which we ask question, deny the statement and we ask them in a informal way are called informal sentences. May not short form, keep in your mind, that is meant. Meant Ahmad afford nation facilities. Meant Ahmad afford facilities to nation. And there are 4 ways to change it into passive voice. Meant nation be afforded by Ahmad facilities. Meant nation be afforded facilities by Ahmad. Meant facilities be afforded by Ahmad to nation. Meant facilities be afforded to nation by Ahmad. So these are the sentences of ditransitive verb may that afford from active voice into passive voice into 4 ways. Hope you got today's lecture. Wish you best of luck. See you in next lecture with next ditransitive verb. Take care. Goodbye.